Support for the show can be you. Lux Media just relaunched the merch shop, and there's new stuff going up all the time. Go to shop.lvx.be, go snag yourself some threads. You can also go to patreon.lvx.be, sign up over there and get ad-free episodes and a 20% off shop discount every month. Ad-free, discounts. What more do you want? Seriously, what more do you want? Let me know.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
This is Boxing Before Dark.
Boxing.
Boxing.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Before.
Boxing.
Boxing Before
Dark. This is Boxing Before Dark.
Well, shall we do
Oh, yeah.
the fucking...
I totally forgot to make an outline, Leo. I'm sorry.
No, you got the last one, so I got this one. Don't worry about it. Boxing Before Dark. What's your fucking weakness? Mine's making rice. Should not have making pancakes.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. Without my rice cooker, I can't do it. It is not possible for me. I've tried, and it doesn't work.
I've never owned a rice cooker. Everyone here thinks it's madness.
I have rice cooking in it all the time, like even if it's just 1 cup. So if I'm ever hungry, I'll just have rice as a snack because it's quick fill up, without being too like caloric.
I just eat white bread.
Yeah. Well, Boxing Before Dark, 833-589-7637. Can you make rice without a rice cooker? I want to know if I'm the only fucking moron out there that can't do it. So, the news. Usyk and Dubois are fighting again. This time, it's happening in London. Wait, it was in Poland last time, right? Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember. I am excited for this rematch, though.
Yeah. Was it a low blow?
No. Sorry. Yes, it was a low blow. No, there was no controversy.
Okay. I'm
stirring the pot?
I think so, because maybe I'm looking at the wrong angles. I didn't see it the right way. But like, if you look on the Instagram, I have a picture, and I try to use filters to give it more contrast, and it doesn't look. It looks like it's on the belt line.
Yeah. Okay, but it's what, a year later, year and a half.
We're quite a ways on.
People have been going frame by frame to find the one frame where it doesn't look low, and people are mad that the referee made a split decision saying it was low.
Yeah, split-second decision, of course.
At real time.
Yeah.
And people are still arguing even with literal frame-by-frame moments.
So I'm looking at whoever it is I found that from, I don't remember. But I guess they picked the frame that doesn't show it low. I don't know. I don't really care all that much, but that's the one frame that's stuck in my mind.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Even if it could have been just that it clipped the cup and it knocked it in such a way that it hit the essentials.
Well, and even if it's on the belt line's not always in either.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. The trunks could be higher or whatever. Could do the grandpa style like Fury does.
Fury coming into that last Usyk fight was doing every small thing he could.
Yeah.
He had the beard to hide his chin line. He had his shorts up around his fucking tits. He was trying so hard to cheat without cheating, and still lost. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's happening at Wembley. It was supposed to happen in the U.S. Along with Shakur Zepeda and something else. I don't remember the third fight.
Well, that's on the Berlanga card, right?
Berlanga, yeah. But this was supposed to be a part of it.
That's a good lead-in unless you have more about this.
No, go ahead.
So the rumors are that Berlanga card's going to be in Central Park now.
As opposed to what before? Times Square?
What?
Or did
There was no before. So all the major venues are booked that weekend.
What weekend is it? Or what's the date? Is it July?
I can't remember. It's not the Puerto Rico Parade Day, if that's what you're thinking.
I was thinking July 4th, whatever weekend that is.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's the same weekend as Serrano
Taylor, which is
Taylor.
at MSG, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's the day after. It is July 12th.
All right.
But MSG, according to people, doesn't do two things on the same weekend. It takes too long to take down and set back up. Now, I don't know if that would be the case with two boxing matches, but they're different promotions. So I can't see them working together.
Yeah, that would have to be on the venue to kind of act as the
Change
intermediary.
everything, probably.
Or and not even just change it, but to just change the fucking drapes. That's all you really need. Like change the advertisement stuff.
Yeah, but then who pays for setup and who pays for takedown and etc. etc. Nobody seems to think that they'll do both in the same place.
Yeah, lame.
And what's the other arena? There was some sort of concert or something.
The hall?
In yeah.
The MSG Theater or whatever?
No, there's what's the other location that they sometimes do fights? They're not always at MSG. It's like the Berkeley Center? Is
Barclays.
that in? Yeah. It's also booked. So people were like, where could they possibly do this? And the rumors are it's going to be in Central Park.
How man-childish. Of course. We're going to put it in the fucking Central Park. And everyone's going to love it.
It would actually be kind of cool, I think.
I didn't know that they had a stage or kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. But since this was the rumor, yeah, they do have like a place where they do concerts and stuff. So there's a stage and an area that they can exclude people from. So there would probably actually be tickets sold, I assume, this time.
Central Park Amphitheater. Let's look into it. I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, I mean it is a concert stage looking thing. I think they would have to change some stuff, but I could see setting up like seats and things around it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like it's a real stage.
This is fucking. The space is pretty huge. Here, I'm gonna send this to you directly on Discord.
Yeah, like it seems like a much easier place to host a fight than fucking Times Square, which is turning into a shit show.
Yeah.
So I think that could be cool.
Yeah, if you look at the photo I sent you, like it's just there's a giant space for people.
Yeah, that looks like maybe 2 or 3 baseball fields big.
Yeah, you could put the ring right in the middle, and then just whatever on
set up seats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that they'd probably walk off the stage for the walkouts. I assume.
Oh, walk from the stage to the ring.
To the ring in the center,
and
have
cool.
Like you could have the big videos playing behind them and some fireworks and shit. I think this would be a cool.
The entrance archway.
Yeah.
This actually could be pretty cool.
This makes a lot more sense. The only problem is with any outdoor event, it's July. Is it gonna rain? Is it gonna be 800 degrees? Like
it'll be humid.
Being in the park should help though. Like, there's been huge studies on how Central Park is like 5 to 10 degrees colder than anywhere else in New York because of all the plants.
Yeah, there's I mean, that's I don't know if it's common knowledge, but it's a well-known thing that like having parks nearby does decrease temperature considerably than places without.
Yeah, and if they can do like outdoors in California in July, I don't see why you couldn't do New York. It's different problems, but you know.
It was raining, I think, during Sergio Martinez versus JCC Jr. And
yeah,
Martinez slipped on the water.
Yeah, I mean, any outdoor event's gonna be like that, though. I don't like boxing outside. I mean, I think it looks cool, but you can't be prepared for all weather. It's just not possible.
Too much exposure to the elements, and you can't plan for everything.
Well, and if they do have to build like a big cover for it, then you block people's view and all sorts of problems. But that could be cool. And then the other controversy with this card is Berlanga Shiraz is the main event, even though, or it's being billed as the main event, even though Stevenson versus Zepeda is a title fight.
I wouldn't say that's unusual or something to. I don't know why that would be a controversy. Just Shakur is fucking. Why would
boring as hell?
Why would you want to bill him at the top? I would not want to have him as my headliner.
But generally, Shakur is the biggest name.
Yes, of who everyone else who's on it, he is the bigger name for sure.
He's the biggest name, and it's a title fight. So by general standards, he should be the main event.
Has he tried not being boring as fuck? And then we wouldn't be having this problem.
This is also my thought. But people are trying to make it all about Turkey playing favorites with his guy, with Shiraz.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that's part of it. But
yeah, I'm sure
Shakur is boring as fuck. And nobody thinks that's going to be a good fight. Everybody thinks Shakur's just going to be negative and Zepeda's going to miss.
Yes.
It's going to be Casemiro Rigo 2.
Tevin Farmer, as much as I dislike using the term, I think it is applicable here that Tevin Farmer did expose a lot of Zepeda's deficiencies. And Shakur Stevenson, whatever his other faults, he is a lot more technically sound than Tevin Farmer. So I don't see this being a good fight either.
But Tevin Farmer's aggressive.
True, yes.
And okay, so I also think this is probably wishful thinking. But my wish, and people are going to make fun of me, call in, do your thing, but Shakur's not going to be able to keep Zepeda off him.
Hell no.
At all. And he's going to try, because he's going to have to throw punches. And Zepeda's got that big old Mexican hand, and Shakur's going to break his hands. He's going to break a hand on Zepeda's hand, and he's not going to be able to stop Zepeda. And Zepeda's going to catch him. It's going to happen. That last part might be completely wishful thinking. But
the hand breaking is not out of the realm of possibility.
I would bet money on a hand injury.
You could bet that just in general, because both of them have had hand injuries.
Yeah, but I don't think Zepeda's going to be able to hit Shakur clean enough to hurt his hands. But I think Shakur's going to have to throw too many punches, and he's going to hurt himself.
Damn.
Whether that's going to be enough for Zepeda to actually win is probably no. But it's going to turn into Casemiro Rigondeaux, I think. It's just going to be Zepeda chasing and missing, and Shakur dancing away because he doesn't want to throw punches because his hands hurt.
Damn.
So I don't blame them for not putting that as the headline. And for all his other faults, Berlanga's exciting.
Yeah, for all his other faults, he does come to Rumble.
And he's Puerto Rican in New York.
Yeah,
he's the only guy with a New York following. So plus Turkey gets to put his favorite at the top of the bill then as well. And
I'm sure there's a contingency of Muslim bros that they could rally around for Shiraz.
Yeah, it's not like they have very many non-African American boxers to get behind. The Muslims in general. Like, I can't, not that I pay attention to people's religions, but I can't think of any other Muslims that aren't African American.
I think the term is MENA, Middle East, North Africa. And like that's encompasses the entire Arab world.
Okay, well,
and it's secular.
You know how good I am with words. But...
I get into the weeds with that kind of stuff just because I think like ethnonyms, demonyms, I think they're really interesting. And, sorry, fucking nerd alert. God.
So okay, it'll bring out the
MENAs? The MENA people.
I was trying to get it like the
Menians?
New Yorkers is the New York Puerto Ricans.
New Yorkers? Is that what? Really? Is that the thing? Or did you make that up?
I've heard it before. I am not smart enough to make that up.
It's just a portmanteau.
Yeah, I'm bad at those. Anyways, it's probably a pro box thing. Chris Algieri calls them New Yorkers.
New Yorkers? Me New Yorkers?
Ooh. New Yorkers?
Yeah.
Anyways, so there's probably gonna hopefully get a new kind of demographic out to the fights.
Yeah, hopefully.
And the Mexicans are everywhere. So.
It's a reality. The diaspora is fucking everywhere. Oh shit. So we have Usyk Dubois, the potentially Central Park card. I saw this thing. Anthony Joshua's looking at 3 fights tops before he retires.
I mean, he's kind of there, right? Like, that's reasonable.
Yeah. Tyson Fury, of course, the biggest fight that they could make. But that's assuming Tyson Fury comes out of retirement again, which is very possible.
I would say probable.
Yeah.
For AJ money, Fury will come out of retirement for AJ money.
It's more likely than not that he comes out of retirement.
Yeah.
He wants a Dubois rematch, which makes sense. You'd want to get that one back. And another one.
I don't know if he'll get that, though.
I don't think so.
I think that's less likely.
Dubois has a lot on his plate right now with the IBF belt in his hands.
Yeah.
And they also mentioned a possibility of fighting Jake Paul.
Why?
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh.
Money, of course.
Obviously. Did you see that Eddie Hearn slipped up and said Tank is fighting Jake Paul?
I did hear that. I did hear that he let that slip. That's fun. That's really stupid. That's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard.
The biggest circus fight I have ever heard.
But if you want
Tank's not even going to be able to reach his head. Like, he's going to have to fucking jump. Just Superman punches.
It'll be similar to Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. Like, the size disparity was really pronounced.
Is Tank as tall as Floyd?
Oh, hell no. Floyd Mayweather is like 5'7", 5'8".
Floyd's got like 3 or 4 inches on him, doesn't he?
Tank, I think, is like 5'2" or 5'3". He's short as fuck.
He's shorter than I am. I know that.
And he makes 135.
He must be just a fucking brick shithouse.
A meatball. I got 2 fosters today.
Ah, nice.
So they're
Cats?
Yeah.
Do you ever foster dogs?
I've only fostered 2 dogs before.
Nice. Causing shit like all cats do.
No, they're tiny. They're tiny little babies. Like they just came off of bottle feeding.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Right. So AJ in his 3 fights, don't pick Jake Paul. Jake Paul, don't fight Gervonta Davis, please.
Ridiculous.
Please.
Yeah, I guess. Who else would you have AJ fight? Like Wilder, I guess that never happened.
That never happened, and I think it still should.
I don't know, man. Wilder's looked so cooked. I don't think I even want to see it anymore.
Jarrell Miller. I said that unironically.
No.
Let's see here. Could do Parker again. Lawrence Okoli, if you want to do an all British thing.
I mean, if you want to do a passing of the torch types thing, who's the youngest guy you would have fight AJ for his last fight? If everybody looks good in the next 2 years or whatever.
If all things going well, or according to plan, it's hard to say because Jarrell Miller and I was gonna say Fabio Wardley, but we're recording this on Friday. It's gonna be coming out after they fight on the card, so we don't know who won yet. At least as of this recording, we don't know. So I'll say Fabio Wardley. That's a good youngster that you want to get some shine on.
Is he young? For some reason, I thought Wardley was.
He's 30.
Not.
So
okay.
I don't know how young that is.
That's not old, but. Passing of the British torch, I guess.
Dubois is 27, and I think he took the torch.
He took that torch.
He took the torch. Agit Caballel is not a terrible guy to. If you just want to go off on a win, then probably not. But I also rate Caballel really highly. Martin Bacoli? That would be.
That doesn't excite me.
No, I can't.
AJ deserves an exciting fight for his last one.
Something exciting. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I think those need to happen. Those are really the only 2. Yeah. If it's possible to get the Dubois rematch, do that. Do that as your last one, so that you could get the win back as you head out the door. And then you can.
Or not, because I think it's likely not, to be honest.
What, he loses again?
I think so.
I would agree. Dubois found himself.
I rate Dubois. I actually think he has a good chance against Usyk this time.
It'll be better. A much better performance. He was doing pretty well the first time.
But yeah, which is why better is concerning for Usyk.
And Usyk's like almost 40. Goodness.
Is he?
He's 38.
Damn, he's older than us.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Speaking of Dubois, Derek Chisora's been made an IBF mandatory.
Yeah, we talked about this a while back.
Yeah.
How? Why? Are you guys just trying to kill him?
Yeah.
What the fuck, guys?
Where I found the article, it was another. It's just kind of rehashing it, but they pull up 5 to 10 different social media responses to it, and all of them are like, "What the fuck even is this? Why are you doing this to Derek Chisora? He doesn't.
His brain is stew at this point, but you put him in against Dubois, and it's gonna be soup.
He'll take the fight. Of course
Of
he
course
will.
he will.
Of course he
He's
will.
fucking Derek Chisora. He's never gonna say no.
That's why somebody this like in this case the IBF, somebody needs to step in on his behalf, even though he's not gonna like it. You need to have the hard conversation. Like, dude, you're not gonna win a title again. Dubois will whoop your ass. Pretty much any Usyk would whoop your ass. Like, he beat you the first time and it was kind of stinky, but he will beat your ass the second time.
Usyk has gotten used to the weight.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like Chisora.
I do too.
But he needs to stop.
Yes.
And everybody's like, oh, bro's got bills to pay. Man, if you pissed away all of the money you've made, because I'm not saying that he made, like, the most money ever, but he's made a lot of money boxing. And he deserved it. But if he's pissed it all away, another paycheck isn't going to help.
Yeah, that's financial literacy kind of thing.
That is not... You're not helping him by getting him one more big paycheck, if that is your worry. Because it will also get pissed away.
Trying to think who you could do for Derek Chisora. He's at 36-13, so that's 49 fights. He wants to do 50. I'm looking at the top.
The winner of Fisher Allen.
Oh shit, that's good. That's good.
Derek will probably win. Let him go out on a win, his 50 fights, and fucking get out. If it's Fisher that wins, and it probably will be, maybe, question mark, that one I really don't know. But if it is Fisher that wins, he comes with a built-in fan base. Chisora comes with a built-in
exactly,
fan base.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is he has one too.
Like, as mid as both of those fighters are, that would be a big card. Like, people would buy tickets.
Derek Chisora, dude. Seriously,
time, man.
Yeah, man. Like, it's not even like calling him Unk, because he's not that much older than we are. So it's just like,
but he is.
It's like, but yeah, you got the mileage, man.
Yeah,
it's time to start thinking about your life after this, because like you're 41 now. With all of the damage you've taken, you're probably looking at a solid like 15 to 20 years, maybe.
That's it. Yeah.
Of good quality life. So it's time to start thinking about other stuff, man. Your priorities have to change.
Chisora makes me kind of sad.
He makes me sad.
He is the only person I am sad when he wins.
It's bittersweet.
He's the only person I like that I'm sad when he wins.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So I don't want him to keep going. I want him to stop.
I want him to go have a nice life.
Yeah, man.
Eat some fucking burgers and what's the disgusting fast food takeout?
Five Guys
or something.
He likes Five Guys.
No, but that's American. I was trying to make a British joke.
Nando's.
Yeah.
Takeaways from Nando's.
Yeah. Well, they call it a Chinese, but maybe I'm thinking Irish. A curry, a spice bag. Spice bag is what I'm thinking, but that might be Irish.
That's Irish.
Yeah.
Just this guy on Instagram I follow who's hella Irish, and he broke down the slang one time.
Is he the follow me, I'm delicious guy?
That's exactly who it is. Garan.
I fucking love him.
Yeah. Follow me, I'm delicious. I need to get it. I need a catchphrase like that. But that actually when I worked as a chef, as a private chef, I did live deliciously.
Nice.
And I did get.
That seems like it was probably taken.
It is. I got it from a movie. WBA, up to their usual shenanigans. So they were supposedly, well, they had been actually. They were on a good streak of cutting back the regular titles and the super titles, and now they've decided to make Jaron Ennis the super champ. And now Ryan versus Romero is going to be for the regular title, the WBA welterweight.
They just want a title on that card, or
I
what?
assume that's what it is.
Such bullshit. I hate when they do this stuff.
Yeah. You could make it a commemorative belt like the WBC does all the time.
Well, so that one has enough names that casuals will recognize that it's all just marketing. Like, if you throw title match on the poster and the ads, casuals that follow Ryan Garcia don't know what a fucking title is or what that means. Like, they don't care.
Between regular and super title?
They probably, honest to God, half the Garcia fans probably don't know that there's more than one belt. So
4 elite belts, several secondary belts,
8,000 other ones.
Lots of 8,000 regional titles, and each one of those, every single one of those belts can be doubled by just adding interim.
Yeah. So they just want it for the posters.
Yeah. And it's Ryan,
speaking
so
of
it's a
that,
big sanctioning fee.
Yeah. Speaking of that card, I have placed my bets on Ramirez and
Barbosa?
Rolly. I didn't place a bet on Barbosa. I don't know. Tio might pull it out. I can't tell.
He probably will.
I did notice that he actually wore a shirt this last time he was on. The first 2 press conferences, he didn't wear a shirt. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but he had on like a vest and he had on like a jacket, but there was no shirt underneath him. Who does that?
Last thing, just because we're coming up on time and we've got a few things to get to that are more important than all of these like TMZ headlines.
Fair enough.
A quick one. There was a drama one that Shakur Stevenson has left Matchroom or whatever. It's not true. He had a 2-fight deal with Matchroom. He's only had 1 fight so far, and that was against Padley.
Yeah.
So the Zepeda one is with Matchroom. And that's how it is.
And Lou DiBella? Or
he might have him as a manager.
Yeah. He is a New York guy. It makes sense to get a New York person.
Yeah, to handle your image while you're gonna be competing there.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's trainer regrets telling fans to bet against Jake Paul. Okay. And Spence is not... He didn't say outright that he's retiring, but he's going to be looking at promoting. Because when Frank Martin fought Gervonta Davis, he helped promote that event. And he really liked being on that side of it. So
good.
His words.
On God, Spence is physically damaged beyond repair. Like, Spence is fucked.
I put that on Alex's life. On Alex's life, Spence is damaged goods.
Just, like, I know nobody believes me, but that first car crash fucked him.
Yeah.
The second car crash made it worse. Like, a damaged Spence is still a really good boxer, but... He's damaged.
He's not the
real
same.
Bad.
Right. He's definitely not the same. And to think he is, a serious car crash is gonna change you. Doesn't matter who you are. That's flipping over and over, getting thrown from the fucking vehicle. Like that's
retina surgery. The second car crash did not help anything.
Yeah, the dude should be promoting. He likes it. He said he felt like he was doing a good job at it. I think he was all right promoting Frank Martin. So yeah, he wants to start passing on his knowledge to the new guys on the block. So that's cool.
I think it's a good move. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I'd like to see him take the spotlight a little bit more.
Yeah.
And start mixing it up with all the other promoters. Support for this episode is from Ramen Bay. Ever have that ramen craving hit hard? You know the feeling. Sometimes you want that rich, savory broth and those perfectly chewy noodles, but you don't have time for all the fuss. Well, say hello to Ramen Bay. They've taken the best ingredients for ramen and freeze-dried them for ultimate convenience and incredible flavor. Imagine, vibrant vegetables, flavorful proteins, and aromatic seasonings, all ready to rehydrate into a bowl of pure satisfaction. No chopping or long simmering, just add hot water and a healthy spritz of Ramen Bay. Because the ingredients are freeze-dried and vacuum sealed, they lock in taste, giving you a quick and easy meal that doesn't compromise on quality or flavor. So, the next time the ramen urge hits, don't forget Ramen Bay. It's your new, not-so-secret ingredient to a delicious, hassle-free situationship anytime. Hit up the Bay for ramen and chill at ramen.lvx.be or use code LVX10 at checkout. Get yourself 10% off every order and help us out a little bit when you do. That's Ramen Bay. ramen.lvx.be. Hey, did you know that our little bee buddies are having a bit of a tough time recently? They're really important for so much of our food. Without any bees, we're going to have a lot less yummy stuff. The good news is that you can help the bees while also helping us. Support for this episode is from Project Honeybees. Every purchase adopts a queen bee, who will have her own colony if she doesn't already have one, and she'll be kept in a sanctuary in various places around the world. My adopted queen, who I named Queen Spider, she was found in a restaurant trash bin out back, but the name Queen Spider, that's a story for another time. So if you want to be a bee hero, would that be Beero? Check out bees.lvx.be and get a look at all the lovely gift ideas. There's bracelets, necklaces, earrings, a lot of jewelry stuff. Use code LEO33862 at checkout to help keep the bees buzzing. Buzz, buzz, motherfuckers. Tired of chasing down leads or looking for new opportunities? Wishing you had a steady stream of clients who need your skills? Support for this episode is from Thumbtack, the website that connects people with to-dos to talented pros like you. Now imagine this. Potential clients posting the exact things that they need done. From home repairs to computer tech support, whatever your expertise, Thumbtack is for you. As a Thumbtack pro, you set your own rates and you choose the projects that you want to handle. Thumbtack handles the messy stuff so you can focus on what you do best. Get the flexibility you crave, the income you deserve, and the platform to grow your business. You ready to turn your skills into serious income? Stop waiting for opportunities and find them on Thumbtack. Go to ttac.lvx.be, get yourself signed up, and get $50 in free credits for listings, and you can help us out a little bit if you do so. That's ttac.lvx.be. Coming up. Holy shit. What a weekend. We've talked, I think we already talked quite a bit about Raleigh, Ryan, Teofimo versus Barbosa, and Devin Haney versus Ramirez. You've already placed your bets.
Small ones.
Huh? Small ones. Coffees, right?
Yeah. So $2.50 each, and I think the payout's like $10. So, oh no, it'd be more than that. It's 6-1 and 7 something to 1.
Is Raleigh the 7-1?
Yes. I fucking hate Garcia, and I don't think he's that good. He'll probably pull out another bullshit win.
He's a one-hitter, like he's a one-trick pony. Otherwise, he's pretty ass.
Weird fucking turning his kidneys as a defense. Like, what the fuck is that?
Here's my liver. Go right ahead.
Like, I know Rolly doesn't have much power, but I really want him to just fucking drop him with a body shot.
I can't help but think of those if so-and-so had an Alberta accent videos that I keep sending
You've been loving those.
Those are so fucking funny. They're so funny. But like, if Ryan Garcia had an Alberta accent, that's what's coming to mind right now.
Fuck. I'm here, buddy.
You fucking what, buddy?
You fucking what? I can't do that weird Alberta accent because to me it just sounds native and it feels super racist.
Oh shit. Yeah.
It's not anymore, but to me, that's what it is. But it's Letterkenny. Letterkenny fucked over Alberta. And that Northern Ontario accent was always really native sounding to me.
One other fight on this card, Lavale, I think it is. Lavale Whittington versus Reito Tsutsumi. No relation, I think.
Yeah. Tsutsumi seems to be a much more common name than I thought.
That's what I was just about to say. Is like, it doesn't seem like it's as rare as I thought it was originally. I think this Tsutsumi cat is supposed to be...
Is he the one from Probox?
No.
No.
No, this is his debut. I don't know. He's supposed to be like an amateur standout if it's who I'm thinking of. It's either him or somebody on the Inoue card. But enough of that one. Moving on to motherfucking Dinero vs. Scull. I'm trying.
Is that this weekend too? Oh yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo, isn't it?
It's this 5-2.
That weekend.
Yeah, the Friday is the Times Square card. Saturday is Alvarez versus Scull, and then Sunday is Inoue versus Cardenas.
Nice. I apparently was not excited for Canelo at all because I forgot it was happening.
Yeah, it's like, really, who gives a shit? This is like Usyk and Dubois too. It's just like the person who is the rightful owner of the belt has to fight the one that it was given to after they were stripped with the IBF.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. Alvarez is the undisputed champ. William Scull is just some fucking guy that Turkey wants him to face to get the belt back as a formality.
Have we seen Scull fight? Okay.
Let me
I do not recognize his face at all. Or any of these names on BoxRec.
Who did I see him fight? Shishkin, I think. Yeah, when he got...
That was his last fight.
Yep. He wears glasses as a fashion accessory. Because those things look way too ridiculous to be...
Real?
Yeah, to be prescription. Whatever works for you, dog.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever works. Spence wears glasses for fashion.
My disability is not your fashion.
My culture is not your costume.
Yeah, I don't have glasses or culture, but...
Fucking blind ass people.
I am actually legally blind if I can't wear glasses. It's crazy.
I'm not. I just have a little difficulty reading.
Oh, no, I'm minus 8.5 in one eye and minus 9.25 in the other.
Fucking auntie is blind.
Super blind. I broke my glasses once. I didn't break them. The screw fell out driving home. And I lived 30 kilometers from town. And I just had to pull over on the side of the road. And this was before I had a cell phone. I'm that old. My family had a cell phone, but I didn't. I just had to pull over and wait for somebody to drive by. It took an hour and a half.
Holy shit.
And I was like, because I was on the highway. It's not a busy highway, but I was like, holy fuck. Like, I could kill somebody. Even with one lens, I just couldn't do it. I tried. It was bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that chance either.
Gravel roads where I could drive like 10 and kind of feel the ditch. I would have, but...
You know where we saw William Scull? Is when he
Where?
fought, when it was Alvarez versus Munguia. He was on that undercard. And then Shishkin afterwards for the... I think Shishkin was elevated? don't think it was a vacant fight. But yeah, that's where we saw him. Badu Jack is still fighting.
Why?
Versus Norar.
Did they?
Noer?
I don't know if we did
Noria.
see Scull there. He was so far down. I don't
He's
think
on the
he was on
prelims.
the broadcast. Yeah. Badu Jack has a title, doesn't he?
He has I think the full WBC cruiserweight belt, and Michaelian has a full title. Badu Jack has the interim. So
He's Swedish?
he lives in. He's adopted.
It says his birthplace is Stockholm, Sweden on BoxRec.
Yeah, that's where his adopted family is. I think he was adopted as a baby. So they
Crazy.
just put it as Sweden.
Why have I not been cheering for Badu Jack then? I just
What, did
assumed
you think he was American?
I did.
This Swedish erasure will not be tolerated.
Who's the guy on The Simpsons? He's from Iceland.
Iceland?
Carl Carlson is from Iceland.
Oh, right. Jaime Munguia versus Bruno Saras. It's happening again.
Nice.
I'm interested to see how this plays out. I'm hopeful for Munguia.
I mean, I like Munguia. I want him to win. And I don't particularly have any love for the French. But can you imagine if Saras does it again? Can you imagine?
I would lose my mind, to say the least.
I cannot imagine. Like, that would be fucking madness.
Martin Bakoli versus Efe Ajagba. I think this was always going to happen, despite this was already scheduled, despite and the Parker loss was just whatever.
How heavy do you think Bakoli will be?
270 to 280.
Because what did he come in last time? 330?
It was like 325, I think, or 330. You're right. I want to check now, just to be sure. Bakoli.
Yeah, I jumped on BoxRec, but they don't put the weights. Do they put the weight?
They put the opponent's weight, I think.
So I have to go to Joseph Parker.
Yeah, he was 310.
I'm interested to see how much lower he is this time. That could be a really good fight, though. Bakoli Ajagba. That might be exciting.
I think that's gonna be one of those. Don't blink, because it's gonna be really tense and really cagey. So, and it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be fireworks. No. They're both gonna be leery of each other's power, and they're not gonna want to get into exchanges too much.
Which is the whole problem with heavyweight.
Yeah, it's just like who lands first.
Boring.
I think Ajagba might pull it off. You
think so?
He's younger. How much younger is he? Because Bakoli's 33. Why do you not have your age on here?
It's a secret.
Yeah, no shit.
That is weird. Maybe he doesn't know.
He is listed as inactive.
Wikipedia should have it. 31.
31. Okay, so he's not that much younger. Never mind. I'm just thinking because he has that 1-2 pretty dialed in. People were calling him the next Deontay Wilder because of it.
Yeah, they're the same height, so nobody really has a height reach advantage. Wait a second, let me check. Oh, and then Bakoli doesn't have his reach on BoxRec. God damn it, guys.
What is Martin Bakoli? Martin Bakoli's reach is generally listed as 77 inches.
77, that's it?
However, some sources state it's 82.
Ajagba's listed as 85 on BoxRec.
So that long reach
might make a difference.
Yeah. Thanks, Google Gemini. That's where I got those ass fucking pound for pound lists. They weren't that ass, but
weren't great.
They weren't great. No. That's it for this card.
This is a much better card than I thought it was.
It is really good, even if the main event is a fucking joke.
There's 3 other really good fights on
Munguia
here.
Saras, a lot of drama there. Bakoli Ajagba. Take it for what it is, but enjoy it.
I don't know who this other guy is, but Badu Jack always comes to swing. Like, he's exciting.
It's good to see this is the WBC cruiserweight title. So this is the one that's been kind of off to the side just because we had nothing on Michaelian. He was having like promotional disputes, and Badu Jack was the interim. We have Opataya and Zerdo, so it's finally we're gonna see what this belt is about, like what the title holder is about, and see if they have anything to offer to the two premier cruiserweights.
I hadn't noticed how many promotional bodies are on this either. Like, there's Top Rank, Matchroom, 3 Lions.
Who the fuck is 3 Lions?
I don't know. Sounds like a native guy. Daniel Otter. I assume it's similar to what's the Canadian one?
Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah. I was going to say Lion for some reason. And Queensberry. And Boxer. Fucking everybody's in on this card.
I wonder who their fighters are.
Oh, Daniel Otter is the 3 Lions Promotions guy.
Okay.
So.
And Canelo Promotions is also on this too.
Sorry, I said something I'd already said. Daniel Otter is Canadian. It is one of the Canadian ones, like Eye of the Tiger. It'll be one of those
lower level.
Yeah.
Lower down the road.
I'll be nice. I was gonna say it'll be one of those biker gang promotions.
Oh shit.
Which is pretty much all Canada has.
Biker gang promotions?
Well, they're all from Quebec, and Quebec's run by. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'll stop being terrible.
Shitting on the canoodles, yeah. French canoodles.
Well, Quebec and Ontario, but Quebec's the worst. Like, they have infrastructure problems because the French mob over there does the shady, oh yeah, my cousin can build that, and then they take a bunch of the money and then a bridge collapses every 10 years.
That's not nice.
Not great.
No.
They had been doing better lately, but I'm sure the boxing hasn't cleaned up yet. Anyways, this Riyadh Season 1 has literally everybody promoting on it.
You know who doesn't have everyone promoting on it? Because it's only Top Rank.
The Vegas card?
The Vegas card on the 4th. Naoya Inoue versus Who Gives a Shit. I'm sorry, Pro Box guy, Ramon Cardenas. I'm sure you're going to give us a fucking hell of a show, man.
I am sure he will do his best.
Yeah, I will give him 10 rounds every time because he's trying his hardest.
Do you have a full card for this?
Yeah.
Because BoxRec does not.
I do.
BoxRec's only got 2 fights listed.
Yeah, it's in the doc.
Did I click on the wrong thing? It looked like the doc wasn't updated.
Maybe.
I bet you I clicked on B-sides. There we go. I had the wrong document open. Yeah. I thought you just didn't have time to update it.
No, I had it filled out.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Yep. There's two cards or two fights on the card that still don't have opponents. Rais Ali.
That's not good.
They're down the bill.
Still not good. It's a week away.
True. Versus the legendary TBA. It's supposed to be a 10-round featherweight fight, so we'll see. Art Barrera Jr. versus Juan Carlos Guerra. Gotta really roll that R on Guerra. 6 rounds at 154. Mikito Nakano. This is the guy I was wondering if he was the Japanese prospect that's debuting this weekend, but at a 10-round featherweight, I don't think he's debuting.
He might be. Who knows?
Yeah,
he might be one of those older ones.
Could be.
Give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
He is 29 and has had 12 fights, 11 wins by KO.
Is he 12-0 or?
Yeah.
Cool.
If this is the right guy, because they're not listed on BoxRec on this
on the fight
card.
No, they're not. I've looked into ways. You have to be an approved editor to be able to add fights.
I'm assuming the top guy that came up is the right guy.
Probably.
So.
The other fight that does not have an opponent yet, Emiliano Vargas. 8 rounds at 140. It's not going to be a good opponent.
Not with a week's notice.
Not with a week's notice. And you're going to put them on this platform. So you're asking somebody, go get embarrassed for 8 rounds. And
in front of
tens of thousands of people.
Yeah. In Vegas.
Yeah.
On international TV that millions of people are going to watch.
Yeah, like the entire country of Japan is going to watch this happen to you.
Yeah. Perfect.
That sounds like a great time. Sitting there
Yeah.
looking at me. Rohan Polanco, this is the welterweight guy that he's been finishing his fights pretty quickly. Impressive power, really explosive, dynamic athleticism. Look pretty good. And he's fighting Fabian Maidana of the famous boxing Maidanas, the Fighting Maidana brothers.
Nice.
So that's cool. Moving in, co-main, Rafael Espinoza versus Edward Vasquez, WBO featherweight title on the line here. I don't know.
Espinoza should win, right?
Just based on the BoxRec ranks, Espinoza at 3 and Edward at 70. Not expecting a whole lot. I'm going to guess. Let me check. I'm going to guess that this is a...
This guy lost to Cordina.
Good one.
And he lost to Ford. Those are his 2 losses.
He's number 10 in the WBO. This has to be a voluntary defense. I think that what they're wanting to do is give him a showcase, give Espinoza a showcase, because there's going to be a lot of people watching, and I think they're trying to spin up the conversation of, ooh, shit, should Naoya move up? And if he does, who's he going to fight? Well, look at how awesome Espinoza just looked.
Yeah, I don't think Inoue should fight Espinoza for his first fight up. That's stupid.
For a first fight at 126, that's a really bad idea.
That's stupid. Yeah, I got my seat booked at the Old Man Bar. They've been going crazy this week.
What are they doing for all the other cards?
Like the Canelo card?
Yeah.
He'll show them. But they're on in the morning, so I don't want to wake up early and ride a train to Tokyo. And I also don't think like Canelo beating the shit out of Scull is worth spending the night in Tokyo. So
There's a lot of other good stuff on it, though.
yeah, but I can watch it at home.
True.
It is my only. It's the train rides and or spending the night that ruin it for me.
Well, speaking of ruin, Naoya Inoue, undisputed super bantamweight champion, is going to fucking ruin Cardenas. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules.
It's just gonna happen.
It's just how it is, man. I really do.
Inoue does look really shitty, though.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture?
Yeah, he looks like a fucking alien, the way he's trying to cut himself down.
Is it a weight cut thing, do you think? He doesn't usually look this bad.
I think it's a weight cut thing. He's probably ready to move up.
Part of it is he's had his hair under his hat.
His cheeks have been really sunken.
Yeah,
he looked
you don't
really
usually
gaudy.
see that much of his face, though, because his hair. But I think he looks like shit.
Yeah, he does.
I think he looks like shit. And he's wearing light colors, which make him look worse. He always wears light colors, but it makes him look worse.
I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to watch the weigh-in, which was today. No, it'll be Saturday. So it's tomorrow for us. So we'll see how he looks.
But it should be next weekend.
That's what I meant. Saturday, next Saturday, not next week from tomorrow.
I wonder if it was just him coming off the plane and stuff is part of why he looks so shit. That's a long plane ride.
Oh, hell
I know Inoue's not doing it the way I do it, but that's a long ass plane ride.
No, it's considered the longest flight that you can take is LAX to Tokyo.
Makes sense.
That's the longest flight on Earth.
I wonder if that's part of why he just looked like shit. Some people don't fly very well. And as far as I know, Inoue doesn't fly a whole bunch at all.
No, because he's been fighting in Japan most of his life.
Yeah.
He's
got a whole week. He's got a whole week to not look like shit.
Still, the weight cut could be going bad. But yeah, we'll see next Saturday how they're doing.
I think even Inoue looking like shit beats Cardenas.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cardenas.
Is Monday a holiday next week?
It is.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's why they put it up.
That's Golden Week. I forget which holiday. There's 3 holidays in a row. So if you take that week off of work, you only use 2 vacation days. So like half of Japan goes on vacation that week.
I see.
Yeah, and so one day is Green Day, where you're supposed to go outside and see plants. And another day is Sports Day. And I think maybe the Emperor's birthday is in there, the Showa Day. But that might be Tuesday this week. The 29th is a holiday here. So the 29th of April and then the 5th, 6th, 7th, I think, of May are all holidays.
Well, that's it. That's all we had on the docket. Let me make a noise here. You've been listening to Boxing Before Dark, a Lux Media production. If you are just dying to tell us how fucking casual you think we are, you can be a duck. You can text our anonymous line, 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, call, leave a voice message, or send a voice note in WhatsApp. And if you're entertaining enough, you might make the final cut of the show. 833-LUX-PODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net, all one word. It's the same on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, and all the rest of that shit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. If you want to get yourself hooked up with the ad-free versions of the episodes and help us out a little bit in the process, look us up on Patreon, LVX Media Net. It's over there just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out by checking out our ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating and a review on whatever app you're listening on. And don't forget, shop.lvx.be if you want to snag some threads. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats. And for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. Cool. That's where the outro shit goes.
Nice.
So, this is being released. We're heading into the weekend. Threenco de Mayo is what I've been calling it.
Excellent.
Because there's 3 fucking wild cards that are coming up. Parting words.
Parting word. Pace yourself.
That's a good one.
You don't want to drink too much tequila on Canelo night that you miss Inoue.
Yeah. And that one is in the middle of the day. So
that's not gonna stop anybody.
No, not. But it goes with the pace yourself part, because like if you got other shit that you got to do the rest of the day, it's okay to be maybe a little buzzed as you're mowing your lawn or whatever. But
be careful.
Be
drink
careful.
responsibly.
Yeah, drink responsibly.
Make sure you hydrate.
Yeah, smoke a joint instead. Maybe try that. See if that works for you. Or go foster a kitten. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's my parting words. Help a local animal shelter. They need it. I promise you they need the help. All right. That's it for Boxing Before Dark. Does that mean the sun's going down if the episode's ending?
We need like
sundown.
What's the sound effect in the old westerns? The like sundown. You know, when they ride off into the sun.